the dark truth of Kenyan politics and the cost of living. Whether you are walking through the drylands or the wetlands of our country, whether you are driving through the chilled out rural areas or the super busy urban centers in Kenya, beyond the beautiful diversity and a common national language, most people don't have money. Money for food, money for paying school fees for their children, money for affording good health care, and by the way, for the majority, a thought of building their own houses where they can call home, or even starting the smallest of businesses they could, gives them chills, simply because it is impossible. Yet, our leaders preach of great possibilities for our beloved country.
To continue the struggle to eradicate poverty, ignorance, and disease that our nationalists initiated at independence.
Possibilities for the youth when it comes to getting jobs with ease.
Taita Taveta County tuko na zaidi ya vijana 70,000 wamemaliza shule hawana ajira. Tunaelewana?
Possibilities for our parents when it comes to having money in their pocket to take care of their families.
Ati kila jamii ambaye hawana mapato watapata shilingi 6,000 kila mwezi.
Possibilities for our grandparents when it comes to guaranteed good health and social support in their sunset years. But as each day comes to an end, most Kenyans are catapulted far and far away from their dreams because of failed social, economic, and political systems. They are simply not working as they should. For you to get the big picture, let me take you back 20 years ago, in the year 2002, at the turn of a new century, the century of digitization, century of hope, century of ambition. You having Kenya shillings 1,000 in absolute value then could have afforded you a bucket of your entire month's shopping, and even you could have remained with pocket change to clear examination fee for your children in a public primary school. Better yet, let me take you back 10 years ago. In the year 2012, at the turn of a new chapter for our beloved country, after the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, when everyone was talking about the ambitious but attainable Vision 2030 that could have transformed our society for the better, you having Kenya shillings 1,000 in absolute value then could have afforded you at least shopping to last you the entire month. However, you having Kenya shillings 1,000 this year is not sufficient to just get you cooking oil, maize flour, and sugar that can last you 2 weeks. Not to mention, it is most likely not sufficient to cover your transport costs to and from work for just a week. And for business people, it hits harder. Kenya shillings 1,000 is not sufficient to cover their airtime that they much need to communicate with suppliers and customers. I know economists like me out there might try to intellectualize the situation by arguing that it is because of the change in consumer price index, or maybe it is because of the change in the country's fiscal direction to catalyze growth in this era of uncertainty where different economic bubbles are bursting, or maybe it is because of macro factors. The truth is that Wajackoya doesn't give a damn about all those. Simply put, the cost of living is unbearable. It is off the roof. Where did the rain start beating us? You see, They say power rests with the people. It is true that power rests with Kenyans, yet the majority of us have been brainwashed by the political class to believe that political power is about kinship, that political power is about a do-or-die context for us, yet the truth is that it is a do-or-die context for them, that political power is about a season of empty promises, and us, like the fools we are, go and vote for the person who heckles the loudest or lies the most by engraving in our imagination white elephants that are unattainable. Yet, the tourism revenue from the real elephants in Amboseli, Masai Mara, and other national parks have diminished greatly. At what point did we relinquish our political power to the political class, yet political systems in the country envisioned a working system? Is it that we are not able to choose the best of leaders, or there are no best in the crop of leaders we have? Is it that we are preoccupied with quote-unquote our problems, that we are not able to grow, nurture, and choose good leaders for our country? Leaders who are going to hear, breathe, and act on our dreams and common good for all. I bet we're going to see, after the forthcoming general election, it is most likely a cocktail of all these. That aside, the following needs to happen for our country to be on the right trajectory. We need a society where all have dignified shelter over their head. We need a society where all have food when they wake up and when they go to sleep. We need a society where all have access to good education, other social amenities, and security or law and order is guaranteed for all. That is the only way we as a country will be able to catch up and hopefully compete with the rest of the world on big bet drivers for the GDP growth, such as science and technology, innovation, value addition, 24-hour economy for all, just to mention a few. I know I have planted dozens of ideas, many questions, plethora of curiosity in your minds, exactly what I intended to do. Because to this end, you have realized when it comes to tough times, you are on your own. Therefore, exercise your power keenly in this forthcoming general election, because it is going to determine how the systems in our country will be able to support your ambitions, to support your dreams, and even to amplify your skills and achievements so that your life becomes better, becomes bearable, and you be able to flourish in this small world of ours.